Let's say China.
China.
China. China.
There are next door neighbors, and you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
You go over to China.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Trump statement, tweeting out insults to Angela Merkel. What's he doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host.
Yes. It is me, James Andrews, and you are listening to So This Happened, the only news you will need today, and that has my personal guarantee. It's Friday, the 5th of May, or as our friends south of the border say, Cinco de Mayo, which basically is St. Patrick's Day with tacos and tequila. And of course, we couldn't start today without talking about the American Healthcare Act that passed yesterday in Congress. After the bill was passed, all the little congressmen got in a bus and they drove to the White House, and there was a big party for them there. And Donald Trump was there, and he was very, very excited. He actually held off an appointment he had with the Australian PM, saying, look, I'll meet you later on because I've got something really, really important to do. We've got to celebrate this bill. The only problem is, this is sort of the very, very, very first stage of the bill, isn't it? It's sort of like, if let's go to the World Cup, okay, and England play their first game and we win that first game, it's like us celebrating, we've won the World Cup. And, you know, honestly, that's probably the only way we're ever going to win a World Cup again. But that is how this feels, isn't it? And Donald Trump had a few words to say, and we're going to have a little listen right now to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, your president.
A great group of people. And they're not even doing it for the party. They're doing it for this country. Because we suffered with Obamacare. I went through 2 years of campaigning. And I'm telling you, no matter where I went, people were suffering so badly with the ravages of Obamacare. And I will say this, that as far as I'm concerned, your premiums, they're going to start to come down. We're going to get this passed through the Senate. I feel so confident. Your deductibles, when it comes to deductibles, they were so ridiculous that nobody got to use their current plan. This non-existent plan that I heard so many wonderful things about over the last 3 or 4 days after that. I mean, I don't think you're going to hear so much right now. The insurance companies are fleeing. It's been a catastrophe, and this is a great plan. I actually think it will get even better, and this is, make no mistake, this is a repeal and a replace of Obamacare. Make no mistake about it.
Oh, yes, there it is. And President Trump there said that this plan is going to get better. And let's be honest, it couldn't get any worse. He was also fairly convinced there that this is just going to sail through the Senate, absolutely no problem. Well, that is not, in fact, shared by many senators who today were saying this is going to be a little tricky to get through and we're going to have to definitely change some things, down to some senators who are saying we're just going to have to entirely rewrite the entire plan before we will approve it. And then it'll go back to Congress and Congress will say, oh, we don't like that, and back and forward and back and forward. This is going to be a very, very long, drawn-out process. Donald Trump is also very quick to point out that everybody is behind this plan, that it's fantastic. But that's not entirely true. Here's a list of all the organisations and companies who oppose the AHCA. The American Hospital Association, AARP, American Nurses Association, American Academy of Family Physicians, Federation of American Hospitals, America's Essential Hospitals, American College of Physicians, National Nurses United, National Physicians Alliance, Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, American Academy of Pediatrics, American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, American Psychiatric Association, Doctors for America, Heritage Action for America, Freedom Works, the Club for Growth, Americans for Prosperity, American Enterprise Institute, Tea Party Patriots, Republican Study Committee, and every single Democratic lawmaker. So good luck with that. And you may have noticed that we had a little French music playing in the background there, and that was deliberate, because everything that I do on this show is deliberate. We leave literally nothing to chance. Nothing. Now I want to do a little public service announcement to the people of France, for all of you, i.e. none of you, who are listening to this right now.
Les gens de France.
People of France, please heed my warning. Don't make the same huge fucking mistake that we made. Don't vote with hate and bigotry in your hearts. Vote with the conscience of a forward-thinking and democratic society. Embrace your choice. Check the box of the candidate you know is the right choice. For God's sake, even Obama wants you to vote for Macron. Go. Do your duty. Make the world proud. Vive la France. And I feel like I need a cup of coffee and a cigarette after that. Anyway, the French election this Sunday between Marine Le Pen and Emmanuel Macron. As of right now, Macron has a fairly strong lead in the polls, but as November showed us, those polls are not always correct. And this really is one of those massive elections, probably one of the most important European elections in decades. This is going to decide whether France stays or leaves the EU. And if France leave the EU, you can pretty much kiss it goodbye. So this is a really big one, and I look forward to watching it on Sunday, and I hope the right candidate wins. And if there is anybody who is French listening to this, you know who to vote for. And if my very impassioned and well thought out public service announcement there didn't convince you, I don't know what will. And now moving back across the pond to New York City, where Donald Trump last night met with the Australian Prime Minister. They talked a little bit about things, Australian things. I don't know what Australians do. I thought they just sat around drinking beer and talking about how they wish they were Poms, but maybe that isn't true. One thing that President Trump did say to the Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull, was that he thought the Australian healthcare system was better than the US healthcare system. That remark has drawn some criticism. Let's have a look very quickly what the Australian healthcare system is, shall we? Oh, well, that's weird, because I'm looking at it here, and it says that the Australian healthcare is universal healthcare. Well, so, Donald, that's, So the Australians have a universal healthcare, which is better than ours. It's wow, which is weird, because didn't Trump just pass a bill yesterday which was sort of the exact opposite of universal healthcare? That's what I thought. Anyway, the Australian system here, it's universal healthcare. The government pays most of it. It covers 75% of any general practitioner that you go to, 85% of a specialist, and 100% of in-hospital costs. And then the Australians have an option to take out a very small amount of insurance to pay that very small amount that is left over after the government has paid 75, 85 or 100% of the costs. So I'm really confused because, well, this is me being confused. I don't understand. That's better than our system, right? That's what he said. And, well, actually, you know what? Actually, excellent, because somebody is here. You know who it is, don't you? Yeah, it's Emperor Putin's cockholster, Trump Vader. Maybe he can explain this a little bit. Trump Vader, come on in. How are you? Yeah, you look very, very happy. And he's very happy because he had a win yesterday. It was his first win in a long time, wasn't it? And yeah, and then, he's really, really excited about it. So, can you tell us a little bit about what you meant? I mean, that's He's just shrugging and shaking his head. He's got a tweet. He's got his little piece of paper. So he wants to. You want to read your tweet? He wants to read his tweet. So Trump Vader, come over here. Yeah, right over here. Take over the microphone and read your tweet to everybody.
Of course the Australians have better healthcare than we do. Everybody does. Obamacare is dead. But our healthcare will soon be great.
Well, great. That clears everything up for everybody out there. Thank you very much, Trump Vader. Oh my God. Anyway, let's give Trump Vader his round of applause, because he has to have it. You know that. So, Trump Vader, here's your round of applause. That's a very nice one. Yeah, he's very happy with that. He's popped off. Yep. It's a long one today, isn't it? Gosh. Wow, you must have really liked that completely pointless tweet that explained absolutely nothing to us. Anyway, next, I've got to talk about my favourite punching bag, Eric Trump, because it's been a while since I've talked about him, because so much has been going on. I haven't forgotten about him. I think about him all the time. Not in a, I don't think about him, like, oh, I like Eric. No, I don't think about him like that. He's on my mind a lot. And that sounds wrong. Anyway, Eric Trump sent a tweet out the other day talking about his sister, about Ivanka, and her new book. It wasn't a very exciting tweet. He just sort of said, "Congratulations, Ivanka, on your book that came out." And that book's called Women Who Work, which, Women Who Work for Their Dad would be a better title for it. But no, there you go. Women Who Work. She really is a talented lass, isn't she? Gosh, she's got a finger in every single pie, it seems. Anyway, I wanted to bash Eric Trump, but that wasn't really... here you go. Sit down, you smelly little twat who kills animals. You're an idiot, and your dad definitely doesn't love you more. And the more you tweet about Ivanka, the more it reminds Donald about her. And, he might like you a little bit more than your sister, who nobody knows her name. The curly-haired one. Tiffany, the whitest name on the planet. That one, he might love you more than that. Maybe. It's a toss-up. 50-50. Let's talk about Ivanka in a book, though. Women Who Work. The New Yorker called it a painfully oblivious book for basically no one. Not the most shining review I've ever heard. And in the New Yorker, it continued with more praise for the book. And it's so good, I'm actually just going to read you some of my favourite bits from the New Yorker review of Ivanka Trump's Women Who Work. They said it's mostly composed of artless jargon, such as all women benefit immeasurably by architecting their lives, and inspirational quotes you might find by Googling inspirational quotes. Her exhortations feel even emptier than usual in light of Trump's stated policy goals. We must fight for ourselves, for our rights, not just as workers, but also as women. And it goes on and on. I would say if you want to find out more, you could go to Amazon and buy the book, but I wouldn't bother. I think it would just be a waste of $24.99 or whatever it costs. It'll be on sale. If you go to Barnes and Nobles in like a month, it will be in their little, bargain basement shelves there, where you buy one, you get 8 free, or whatever the hell they do there. Now, Ivanka has said that she's not going to do a promotional tour for this book because it might look like a conflict of interest, since she does in fact work at the White House right now. Well, it's not stopped your dad, Ivanka, so, actually I think I would prefer it if you went on a worldwide tour to promote this book rather than stay in the White House. That's just my 2 cents. Anyway, it's Friday and we are out of time, and I'm going to go get a drink. You should all go get a drink as well, unless you are under 21 in America, 18 in Europe, because that would be breaking the law, and I don't want to encourage anybody from breaking the law. If you like me, you can always follow me on Twitter at SoThisHappened. You can join the trolls on there that love, saying some lovely things about me. And if you like what we're doing, follow me No, we've already said follow me. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's Friday. I'm excited. I'm ready to get out of here. If you like the show, you can subscribe to it on iTunes, Google Play, whatever you're listening to. And anyway, listen, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Goodbye. Au revoir. Do the right thing, France.